Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Allie Tarot 108. Thanks for tuning in. We're doing a little celeb reading today. I need to get my good vibe incense going because this reading is, is it even working? Yes, it's working. This reading is getting into some dark stuff today. Gosh, I never thought Hollywood would be this honestly dark, with all this stuff coming up with the Diddy trial and all this stuff. It's like, I don't even want to touch the Diddy trial on my channel. It's just so, like, negative, about it. So, whew, all these celebs now are being outed as having connection with Diddy and all of the stuff that he did to whoever, how many countless number of people, women, men, I dare say younger than 18, people. Terrible, honestly. I did the Justin Bieber reading, and now I'm touching on another celebrity who was very, very much involved with Diddy over the years. And guys, it's so heavy. If you've clicked on the title, you know who it is. It is Ashton Kutcher. And particularly today I'm doing the reading on more like Ashton and Mila and their whole relationship. But I feel it's going to be more focused on Ashton today because there's so much now coming out in the media about him and his involvement with Diddy, his relationship with Diddy, his friendship. And Mila, there's all these rumors and there's all this stuff going around saying that they're separating, they're divorced. Maybe I'm already late to the party. Maybe I'm already several months late, but basically, there's a lot coming up these days about Ashton and Mila and what's going on with them. So we are looking in the cards today. I'm doing a little switch up. These decks are not what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using some other decks, Messages of Life, Karma cards, Gourmet Tarot, and we are going to be looking at today the past, present, and future of Ashton Kutcher and his wife or ex-wife, Mila Kunis. So yeah, hold on to your hats, guys. If you're new to the channel, just to introduce myself, my name is Allie. I am a tarot reader, astrologer, psychic, medium. It's my full-time job. It's what I do, and I started on YouTube just a couple months ago. So far, so good. Kind of fun, kind of interesting. Love communicating with you guys in the comments. Just before we begin, I will say, please give me a like, comment, share, and I do like to take suggestions from viewers for future readings and future videos. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. I will say, if you're new here, I will explain how I read. First line is the past, second line is the present, and third line is the future. We take a couple of oracle cards to get a gist of the energy of that time period, and then we look at the tarot afterward. I am using this Gourmet Tarot deck today. I don't know why. Switching things up a little bit. So yeah, and also I kind of feel like it kind of matches their energy a little bit. I don't know. They've been known in Hollywood as a kind of wholesome, homely couple until very recently when everything came crashing down seemingly because of this whole trial. And we know that several years ago they had that thing with Danny Masterson, the whole he's like, sent to prison and all of that, but they defended him publicly, which like was bad for their public image very much, and they tried to defend it a lot as well. Yeah, so actually before most readings I do take one of these cards, Uncover Your Past Lives Oracle, and if you don't know, or if you know, guys, if you're tuned in to this kind of thing, people who come into this world to be famous, rich, and etc., they have a special kind of karma, these karmic points gathered from past lives, which lead them to that place. So I do like to look at the past lives of celebrities when I'm reading, but for celebrity couples, I kind of feel like many celebrity couples, especially ones who are together for a really long time, like Ashton and Mila, of course it's been like, what, 14 or 15 years maybe that they're actually together, but they knew each other on that 70s show, for many, many years. So it's like, I feel like they have some past life karma together. So I want to look at what is the past life karma relationship of Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher. What do we need to know about their past life connection? Did they know each other in a past life? I'm sure they did. I really feel like they did. And what was their connection in the past life, if anybody can jump out? Okay, so I feel like it is... Actually, I feel like it's this one. So let's see what comes up. What was their past life connection? Why did they meet again in this life? Was it some unfinished business? Oh, interesting. Okay. Injustice overturned. Injustice. Victim. Wow, this is like Christ, Jesus. Persecution. Perpetrator. Payback or revenge. Interesting. Wow, I get this past life energy right now about some kind of like Bonnie and Clyde energy, if you know what I mean, Bonnie and Clyde, they were like a couple who were bank robbers back in the US, I don't know, in the 50s or something. Woman and man, totally in love, and they were doing crimes together, There's that energy coming up. So it says here, identity, devotee or follower. I get this feeling like it says ethical religion. Oh, that's interesting. Eastern Europe, because Mila, we know that Mila, she is actually originally Ukrainian, right? From Eastern Europe. So it's interesting. Lesson greed. I get this feeling like in this life, they have a kind of repetition of the past life. Like in their past life, wherever they may have been, they were doing some kind of thing together, which was like shady business. As a couple, I feel. As a potentially married couple as well. I feel like maybe they came to continue in this life. And there's that energy as well carrying on into this life of the man being the one who corrupts the woman a lot, but the woman going along with the injustice. And also in the end, I get this feeling from this card that she may have been blamed more than him in the past life about the injustice or about the wrong things that were going on or being done. So he may have even been the one to blame her. He may have even betrayed her completely in a past life. So yeah, if you watch some interviews, you'll know that Ashton was Mila's like first kiss when she was so young, like 14, on the set of that 70s show, I believe. So, yeah, and you see this whole kind of like Christian energy coming up here. I get this energy of like a big betrayal of morals, of moral values, even in the past life. So Ashton, I know Ashton has always been kind of a bad boy, and I feel like Mila, when she was younger, had this very good girl image, and I feel like she still has a kind of good woman image. But yeah, he's a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy for sure, pretty face. But he's done some wrong things. I know before he was even famous, when he was in juvenile age, under 18, I believe he did some kind of criminal things as well, charges and stuff, like not good. But yeah, let's see what comes up now for our messages of life. So we're asking now about the past of this relationship between Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher. What do we need to know? What is a key theme coming up for the past of their relationship together? Please, if anybody wants to jump out. Which one is it? I feel like it is this one. The eyes of the heart. Oh, today I perceive the real beauty of every person I meet. With the eyes of my heart, I see behind the personality and focus on the energy of love that dwells beneath the surface. I am filled with wonder at the presence of God in every one of us. The eyes of the heart allow me to see the divine shining everywhere. I really see this card as, especially coming up from Mila, but not only Mila. I feel like the two of them, they had, when they were together in such a young age. Well, actually, you know, Ashton, he went off to marry Demi Moore, and they met after that. But I feel like there was always some kind of attraction or admiration between the two of them. It's like, I feel like they did have a really big love to each other because they couldn't have built everything that they built, you know, with their children, with their home. I know Mila Kunis, she's into kind of like organic farm or whatever and living healthy and that kind of stuff. And they couldn't have built all the things that they did together if they didn't have real love for each other for the time that they were together, you know? So, yeah. What more can I say? I feel like they had big, big love for each other when they first got together and for many years as well. The eyes of the heart is interesting. It's like, I see beyond your flaws. Like, especially I feel this coming from Mila to Ashton, like, I see beyond your flaws because we know it's coming out all in the media today. Like, he's been involved with some really weird stuff. So what else comes up? Mila, I feel she's forgiven him so much, so much. She's forgiven him. So anyway, what comes up about the past? What else in karma cards? And we've got some astrological energy coming up here. Oh yes. So the fourth house, in the fourth house, as you did in the past, your home base or your family, do what makes you feel secure. So we have three categories: spiritual, mental, physical. Spiritual, as you did in the past. Mental, your home base or your family. Physical, do what makes you feel secure. So with the as you did in the past energy, we know that Ashton was married prior to Mila. So it's kind of like, I get this word resurrection coming up, especially we have that, the Christ energy. It's like resurrection. It says your home base or your family. Mental. So I feel like when he got together with her, he was thinking like, you know, I really need to actually have a family. I need to have a woman in my life. I need to build things for myself. And then with the physical stuff, it's like, do what makes you feel secure. So it's like, I feel like he knew Mila from before, you know, before he was married, and they had that connection. And he thought she was so sweet all the time, you know. And I feel like on that 70s show, that cast on there, they really like grew up together, you know. She was 14 when they started and he was 19. So those are really formative years, you know. Kind of like the cast of Harry Potter, like they sometimes get together. Some of them are friends still and everything, because it's really like, it's kind of like your schoolmates in a way, you know. If you're a child actor, if you're a teen actor, it's like you don't go to classes, you go to the set and you hang out with the other people there who are the same age as you. And with the fourth house energy, that is the energy of the home, the energy of wanting a sound and solid home life. So I feel like they gave that to each other. Very much so. They really made a home and family together. They really like family, and it's pretty sad to hear that they're getting separated. But let's delve into that in the more present and future lines. So, what do we need to know about the past of Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher coming up? What do we need to know about their past together, if anything? Okay, Seven of Wands with the carrots energy. Yeah, I feel like she is doing something. I think I heard her interview. She is doing something kind of with like organic farming on their property. I think she's kind of into off-grid, like semi off-grid kind of lifestyle. It's kind of very Eastern European of her, actually. With the Seven of Wands, that Seven of Wands energy is like, number 7 in astrology is the 7th house of the partnership with a partner. It's also the house of Libra, relationships and balance in relationships. The 7th house opposites the first house. The first house being the body of a person. The seventh house is like the better half of a person. So Seven of Wands here with that in reverse. Doesn't matter if it's in reverse. It's like we're going to do something together. We're going to make something together. We're going to grow some carrots together and cabbages, baby. You see that card? It's kind of like, I feel this energy of like having babies actually, and like wanting babies from this night, because it's kind of, I don't know, bunny rabbit energy, cute baby energy. Like we want to have babies. I want you to have my babies and I want to have your babies. This kind of energy, like they really felt a strong attraction together. You can say it like intimate attraction and all that, you know. So what else comes up? Nine of Swords. Okay. Chili pepper. Interesting. So let's see what else. Five of Wands. Okay. So we are looking at the past. So that's the whole past up to this present moment. So what do we need to know about the past of these two? Five of Swords. Okay, the fives are coming out. What else? Five of Pentacles. Oh, that's, wow. Okay, so these are some very important things coming up. What else? Judgment. Oh, no. That's hardcore. That's tough. Okay, so these are important things coming up. So when the fives come up, five is all about stopping. It's all about things that are coming to an end or things that are being put on hold. So we've got Five of Wands, Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and Judgment coming up. You see this Judgment card is like all these buns before a fire. Loaves of bread before a fire. It's kind of like a jury, isn't it? Just like watching you as you're in the fire. With that whole energy of what happened in the past recently, like people are speculating that Mila is distancing herself and divorcing because of all the things going on with the Diddy trial and with Ashton's name being brought up and being questioned, and she's like, finally, I don't want any more of this, you know, from the judgment, all the judgment of the people around, the people who are questioning if Ashton is good or not and all that stuff. And with all the fives coming up here and with Nine of Swords in reverse here as well, nine is all about that Jupiter energy. And for a woman in her astrological chart, Jupiter is the husband. So with number nine coming up, it's like Jupiter coming up, the question of the husband coming up, and Swords is all about the mind, the mindset. And with the chili, it really makes me think about passion, you know. So with it being in reverse here, it's kind of like, okay, the passion is not there. The passion is gone. And also with the reverse of the Seven of Wands, it's like, okay, the desire for you as a partner with the seven energy is also gone, you know, with the reversals. And so it's like, what is coming to stay? What's in the right side up is the fives, things that are stopping. Five of Wands, I don't want to take any more actions with you. Five of Swords, I don't want to plan anything with you. I don't want to think about you anymore. Five of Pentacles, I don't want to share assets with you anymore. Why? Because of all the judgment. And I feel this card also as like Mila looking at Ashton with a lot of judgment, like, I can't stand you anymore. I can't look at you anymore. I can't see you as a good person anymore, you know, with all the stuff that's gone on, all the things that you've done. I get this message where she's saying like, I'm done. I'm so done. Like, I can't be around you anymore. I can't be representative of you anymore. I can't support you anymore in the things that you're doing. So let's look at present moment. Let's see what is happening present moment for Mila and Ashton. If anybody wants to jump out. Thank you. My creative power. Doesn't this kind of look like Mila Kunis? Okay, my creative power. I recognize the creative power of my thoughts. I know that I can use them to build or to destroy. Today I choose to use my thoughts to create a universe filled with joy and harmony. I will maintain a positive attitude. I have power to create love and peace. So I feel like this is about Mila. she's taking back her power. I feel like she's been muted for a long time. She's been put on mute for a long time because of Ashton and because of the things that like they've been involved in together for so many years, you know? I feel like, and I get a message right now that in the future, coming up in the near future, we are going to look at the future in the next row, but I feel like she is going to potentially be speaking out against Ashton, or like revealing some truths about him, like maybe even testifying something. But I feel like that would be a risk for her as well. So I feel her like wanting to take back her own power or be on her own and say, like, you know, I have gifts and things that I can do on my own, which are like, I will make it on my own. I'll be okay on my own. I don't need to necessarily be too stuck on a person who potentially that reputation may ruin me as well and make me lose a lot. So I feel like she's trying to protect some things right now. Can be assets, can be stuff like, especially for the kids. I feel her like she may be taking advice from family as well, and family may be telling her just protect your kids beyond anything else. No matter what happens, no matter how he messes up, how Ashton messes up, do whatever you can to protect your children and just love your children no matter what, because they are the future. The things that he's done are in the past, and the things that you have consequently been like an accomplice in or whatever, or defended in the past, those things are also in the past. Just focus on the future and protecting your kids. So let's see what's coming up in the present moment for the second card. If anybody wants to jump out, please jump out. Thank you. So it says Saturn. Oh, I see. Spiritual, mental, physical. So spiritual, be realistic about. Mental, be concerned about. Physical, you must wait before you can. So I don't know if they've actually, so I believe some records have come up saying that she has filed for divorce, but with that Saturn energy coming up here, I feel her and him as well, both of them, being very concerned about their public image. You see in the mental platform, be concerned about. So it's like the public image is very important to them, both of them, two heads here. They have to be realistic. I feel like she's really not happy with him. And the whole thing with the filing for divorce and finalizing the divorce, I feel like that may take some time a little bit. And I feel like also, remember guys, I just want to say disclaimer, these readings are for entertainment only, but with the physical level, you must wait before you can. I feel them having advocates and lawyers or whoever around them saying like, you guys have to be very careful and play this really right, you know? Like you can't just act. You can't say things freely in the media, and you can't act how you want to. It's better for you to disappear a little bit at this time. Don't be in the public eye. Don't come out and say anything. Don't go on shows. Don't go on podcasts. Don't be too much on social media. Be secretive. With that Saturn energy, it's like I feel they may have lawyers or accountants or whoever around telling them like, you guys really have to protect your money because these guys are going to try and drain you. I feel like with the whole trial and stuff, accusations and all that, it's like these people are going to try and suck you to totally dry of what you have. And I feel them being very worried. I feel Mila especially being very worried about this. So yeah, let's see what comes up in the tarot. So what do we need to know about the present moment of Ashton and Mila? Ashton Kutcher Mila Kunis. Okay, we've got something here. This one coming up. 8 of Pentacles. Yes, for sure. 8 of Swords. Wow. Okay, a lot of 8s coming up here. The Fool. Reversed. 2 of Wands. Okay, what else? What else is coming up? Ace of Swords. Okay. One more. Three of Swords. Oh, in reverse. Interesting with Three of Swords in reverse, because the number 3 is all about that Gemini energy, communication, Mercury energy, you know. Three of Swords here is like swords being the things to do with mental state and thoughts and planning as well. It can be about. So I feel this card strongly as being something about the family, especially you see it's like knives sticking into a peach. With the number 3 coming up, bringing that Gemini energy, bringing that Mercury energy. It's like Mercury is always representative of children in a way. How they communicate, how they're young. Mercury's that small planet, and you see that peach energy. It kind of reminds me of Mercury, the planet itself, doesn't it? Like children love peaches, and it's that kind of energy. Like with the rain and with the in reverse here, it's like this is so unfortunate that this has to happen, especially for our children. And so we want to protect the children, especially. We've got more energy here with that kind of stabbing and like sticking a knife into things. You see with Ace of Swords here and Eight of Swords, it's like we have to find the right way, the right method of how to protect what we have. And when the first thing that came up here was Eight of Pentacles. So Pentacles meaning assets, money, and things that are like your material life, things that are important to you in that aspect. You especially see you have these dumplings, you know, it's like something inside. With the number 8, it can be that Scorpio secret energy, 8th house energy, which is like Eight of Pentacles to me always says secret money, something to do with secret money, hiding money. And we have also here Eight of Swords. So in reverse here, it's kind of like trying to hide the plans as well, trying to hide the thoughts. You see here, this Eight of Swords is like cutting the cheese, slicing it in many different directions. And people have been speculating that Mila Kunis is actually doing this divorce so that she can take most of the assets that they have in her name, so that if Ashton gets convicted of something and gets put away, they won't lose all of that money. She'll keep it for the kids, especially for herself, is what's coming up here in the Three of Swords. So it's like, yeah, they're trying to, I feel like at this present moment, they're trying to hide their money somewhere. Now, we know that Mila recently did take a trip to Europe recently, with the Fool here coming up in reverse. It's like that card of the Fool is always about stepping over to somewhere unknown, but with it in reverse, it can be considered as like stepping to somewhere which is known, but that you're not there often, or you don't have too much experience with. So we know that Mila, her family does come from over there in Europe, in Ukraine, but I'm fairly certain, like, even on a psychic level, she has some kind of family over there in Europe and some kind of connections there. And it may be a plan, some kind of plan for them to try to hide the money in a way. Like, I feel them trying to do it in a very skillful, tactical way. With the Fool coming up here, it's like in reverse, I want to give that illusion of the Fool. With, you see, it's like a soul egg on a table, taking those things and isolating them from their previous environment. So a lot of things right now coming up with their money. So with Two of Wands, the number 2 is giving that Taurus energy, giving that like second house energy of groundedness, and also, you know, wanting to dive in. You see, it's like a luxurious hot pot kind of hot, like decadent kind of soup with many, many things mixed in there. And the Wands energy, it's like taking action toward that, you know, taking action toward that number 2 energy, that Taurus energy, that, Taurus people, it said like they love to eat. They may be even a bit fatty, or they love to have a comfortable bed, a comfortable house. So with that in reverse here, it is that energy of like some things are threatened. That groundedness of our home and life that we built is really threatened. And I'm seeing right now, I get a message about their divorce. It's like they're going to have to actually give up that house, or part of it, like one of them at least, is going to have to give up part of that house. Now, maybe Mila will stay with the kids or something, and Ashton will go and walk and, rent a villa somewhere or something, or even worse, who knows what is coming out, what will be with him in the coming future. We'll try to look at it in a moment. But yeah, I feel like with this 2 of Wands in reverse, it's like our life together is in jeopardy. It's already kind of ending, especially with the chopsticks here. It's like 2 things that are separate from each other. So yeah, with the Ace of Swords here, it is that energy of like, okay, let's try to start something new. We have a plan. This is the energy here, Ace of Swords. Like, we have a plan. We're going to do something. And with the 3 of Swords coming up next, it's like, it's something about the children, I feel. Securing things for the children. And seeing as this Ace of Swords is coming up right under this 5 of Pentacles, where it's like 5 of Pentacles is kind of significant of losing money. It's like Ace of Swords, we have a plan about this whole potential loss of money coming up. It's interesting with the Judgment, people looking at them, how it's right above this card, 3 of Swords. It's like the Judgment. I feel, now we know in the past that there was that Danny Masterson scandal with them, where they defended him, and it was like, that's really not fitting, because Ashton was the head of a charity that worked with trafficking of children and women, I believe. So the crimes that Danny Masterson committed were completely against women, especially women and children, so contrasting things in their life, a lot of judgment, a lot of things which are secret around them, and not very fitting and good. So even still, I feel like they try to be good parents. They really try very much to be the best parents they can, and to protect their children, especially, as much as they can. And I feel Mila being very close with her family as well. So I feel like her family are very watchful eyes, and they keep her safe in a way. So let's see what comes up for the future now. That's interesting. Unconditional love. Today I choose to see the light in everyone. I seek the divine in each being, and I accept others as they are. I bring compassion to all my brothers and sisters of the light. I offer unconditional love to everyone I meet. I join my soul with theirs so that we may grow together in a universal love. Okay, what does that mean? It's interesting. Okay, so what's coming up from this card is actually about responsibility, taking responsibility, realizing that this is the time to take responsibility, especially from Ashton. I feel this energy coming up. I feel Mila like backing off and saying, Ashton, you have to come out and take responsibility for the things that are out there. And I feel her saying, like, I kind of don't want to be a part of it in the future, in the coming near future. Like, I kind of don't want to be a part of all the mess that you've done, and all the things that you've done in the recent past. Like, please just fess up to it. But I feel him like he's not going to admit to everything that happened. But let's see what comes up in cards. So what else do we need to know about the future of these two? I feel it's this one. So it says, oh, there we go. Spiritual, mental, physical in the 10th house. So again, it's that Saturn energy about relations outside, with outside people, outside presences, with career related things, and media people as well. So it says spiritual, mental, physical. Spiritual, responsibly, mental, success, physical. Become a person of power and status. Well, I feel like Mila, she will continue on with her career, and I feel like she will be remembered as a woman who tolerated a lot. And I feel like she will continue on in acting, actually. I know that people were saying that they're over visiting Europe because they want to relocate, get away from Hollywood, something like that. But I feel like she will continue to have roles in some kind of films or things coming up. But there, see, with this energy, responsibility kind of energy coming up here. It's heavy. It's heavy to think about it, how things have to be, you know. But I feel like the whole mess of things that has gone on with them in secret, it's like it's gone on long enough, and those things finally have to rear the head, you know. They finally have to be revealed. The karma is catching up to them, essentially, especially to Ashton. I feel Mila being a person who is like, I couldn't really get away from it, you know, the things that were going on. Doesn't make her innocent, for sure. It doesn't make her innocent, but she could have left a long time ago, you know? So what comes up about the future now? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so that's significant of Mila. She is going to be taking more of the money, I feel. She's going to be taking more of the money in the divorce. This one comes up. Oh my, King of Cups. Interesting. That speaks to him. Cups is all about the emotions. He's going to be very emotional in this time when they're separating. I feel him as well, missing the whole family atmosphere, missing children as well. I feel like he was a loving father, and he is a loving father. They love their kids, both of them, is what comes up for me. They really, both of them love their kids. So what else comes up? The Hierophant. People are, I feel people, there's going to be something about Mila. People looking up to her and saying like, wow, look at what you've been through. And maybe even praising her. I don't know. People criticize and say she's not innocent, but she may come out and say something or report something. But I feel like with her money, with the money issue, like she doesn't want to lose it. So it would be hard for her to reveal anything. So actually, I think it may be more like her staying silent and other people coming out against them. That's interesting. We have a double card here, but I feel like we're meant to take this one first. So what is it? It is the Sun. Okay, now in the original tarot, the Sun card is that card of two kids like sitting on a horse, I believe, and like riding off into the sun. But with the reverse here going on, it's kind of like things are moving on, but in a not so great way. Things are moving on, but you know, the Sun is also significant of something breaking, you can say, in a way. I don't know why it's like that. It just is, you know. When you see the Sun in certain aspects in the astrological chart, it can mean that something is actually absent there. It's similar like number 5, because number 5 is related to the Sun. So it's like something is bittersweet. This kind of bittersweet transformation going on. Like things are moving on, things are changing, not in such a really great way, actually. You see this? I don't know why they put a kind of breakfast, like sunny side up egg. But yeah, the next thing that comes up is Death card. It's kind of opposite, isn't it? Just a plain white rice, like, and you see there are 2 chopsticks in it. It's like separation, finishing. Death card means something is ending. Let's see, what is our final tarot card today? What do we need to know about the future of Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher? Please, somebody jump out for us. Okay, is this 3 of Wands. So again, we have 3. So it's speaking about the children again. Because we had 3 of Swords here, which I felt was very significant. Something to do with the kids with 3 of Wands. It's like, I feel like their future is going to be really concerned for their kids growing up and the safety and protection of their kids as well. And I feel like I get a message right now about some kind of threats against them, against their family potentially. And maybe that's part of the reason for looking at moving to Europe or whatever. But let's actually ask the question, why is Mila going to Europe? What's up with that? Why is she going to Europe? Can you tell us? Okay. 3 of Cups. Oh my God. It's 3 again. It's for the kids, and it's 10 of Pentacles. It's for the money. Protecting the money, big money. And with the caviar coming up here, you see, it's like, it's for protection of assets and the kids, and to get out of the US during this time, especially to get out of Hollywood and that whole energy of the trial and stuff, because I feel like it's not really unhealthy for the family, for the kids, for the mental state of the kids. And with 10 of Pentacles, it's also about trying to just live your best life, you know, trying to live your best material life, live her best material life, and for the family and all that. And you know, Mila, she speaks Russian and Ukrainian, I believe. So Europe is not, European stuff is not too foreign for her. It's more comfortable for her. Maybe even their kids. I don't know for sure, but their kids also may speak some foreign languages as well. Yeah, I'm going to take one more card now from this deck and ask, what is the final thought and thing we need to know about Ashton and Mila for the audience? What do we as kind of spectators need to know about this situation? What's a final thought we need to know? I feel it's this one. There are 2 sides to this story with the coin toss. It's number 2 energy, that Taurus energy coming together with Virgo energy. So it's a lot of like Venus energy coming up, and the message is basically like, you see coin toss, choices, either or, be fair, considering pros and cons, fate, equal, 2 sides to every story, butterfly effect, either way, 50-50 chance, unpredictable, can't decide, take a chance. So it's like, I feel in the future there are going to be news articles and media commentators and stuff talking about their breakup and why it happened and what are the dirty details and all that. And it's like there are 2 sides to this story. And it comes up like no one is in the right, actually. Neither of them. So just know that everyone is human, basically. Although they looked like a perfect couple for so long, there's nothing is perfect, especially in Hollywood, you know? Yeah, so if you like this reading today, please like, comment, share. And also, if you have any suggestions for the future celebrity relationships, as well as politics, politicians, world events, check out my channel and leave me a comment down below telling me who you would like me to read on in the future, guys. So until next time, stay in love, stay in the light, stay safe out there, friends. Love and light. Bye.